Imagine opening a box in an auction house and finding something that no one ever expected to see again. A private letter written by Taylor Swift many years ago. Not just any letter, but one she wrote for Liam Payne when he was beginning his solo journey. The moment this letter appeared, people across the world felt a shock because it was never meant for the public at all. It was meant only for Liam, and the story of how it ended up for sale has left fans feeling confused, sad, and upset all at the same time. The letter was written in the year 2017. A time when Liam was moving forward after his band One Direction took a break. He was performing alone, creating new songs, and trying to find his own style. Taylor, who had known him for years through the music world, sent him a warm message of support. The note had her familiar curly handwriting and a special wax seal with her initials, which showed she put careful effort into it. The message itself was short and simple, but still full of kindness. It said, "Liam, long time no see. I am so excited for you. You are doing great out there. I am really into your song Bedroom Floor. It is so cool to watch your journey. I am always cheering for you. Good luck tonight." From Taylor. At the time, nobody realized how meaningful these words were. Taylor was not simply being polite. She was speaking to someone she truly cared about during a moment when he needed encouragement. Liam received the letter on the night he performed at Capitol's Jingle Bell Ball in the year 2017, and it was a major night for him, so the note clearly meant a lot. But then the story took a surprising turn. After receiving the letter, Liam gave it to someone he trusted, someone close to him, and that same person has now placed the letter up for sale. The auction house valued it at around £5,000 to £10,000, which equals several $1,000s. They believe collectors will be eager to buy it when the sale begins on the second day of December. This might sound like a normal auction story, but the timing has made it deeply emotional. The letter is being sold only weeks after the first anniversary of Liam's passing. In the month of October in the year 2024, the world was shaken when news spread about his tragic accident in Argentina. People were still grieving when the letter suddenly appeared again, and many fans felt that this sale reopened emotional wounds that had not yet healed. Social media quickly filled with comments. Some fans said they cried when they read the letter. Others said it felt wrong to sell something that was personal and connected to someone who was no longer alive. Many people asked why anyone would choose this moment to make money from it. The conversation grew quickly, and the letter became a symbol of a much bigger issue. Many people were also surprised by how close Liam and Taylor seemed to have been behind the scenes. They never spoke publicly about their friendship, and they did not post photographs together or make big statements, but they had a long history. Some believe their friendship may have quietly begun when Taylor was dating Harry Styles, who was Liam's bandmate. Even after that, they crossed paths often at award shows, backstage areas, and music events. In one interview in the year 2017, Liam mentioned that Taylor had surprised him with a basket filled with items from her Reputation album release, along with a sweet little message. He even joked about her handwriting, but it was clear that the gesture mattered a lot to him. At the time, Taylor was dealing with intense public criticism, media pressure, and a very stressful part of her career, yet she still took time to send support to Liam. Before now, the public knew she had written him a note, but the full message had never been seen. Now that it is visible, it shows an even kinder side of her. She did not just tell him to have good luck. She mentioned his song Bedroom Floor by name, which means she listened to it and cared about what he was creating. This support came at a very important moment for him. Liam's early solo career was full of challenges. He wanted to show the world who he was outside of One Direction, and that was not easy. He faced constant comparisons and huge pressure. Receiving a handwritten note from someone like Taylor, who understood the music world so well, must have meant more to him than he ever explained publicly. The letter still has its original envelope and wax seal, showing it was personal and carefully made. When the auction house posted about it, the reactions came instantly. Some fans said it was a beautiful piece of music history. Others felt it crossed a line. People began to ask important questions, such as when it is acceptable to sell personal items linked to someone who has passed away, whether families should be contacted first, and whether there should be clear rules about these situations. The person who placed the letter for sale has not shared their identity, which makes the situation feel even more uncomfortable. Fans wonder who this person is and why they chose to sell something so personal at this moment. There are many things about Taylor and Liam's friendship that the public will never know, and this letter is only one small piece of a much larger story. It makes people think about how many private moments between famous people exist that the world never sees. For fans of Taylor, the letter proves that she supports other artists quietly and kindly. For fans of Liam, it shows how loved he was by the people around him. As the auction date approaches, this story will continue to grow, and people will keep talking about respect, grief, and privacy. The final price of the letter will show how far people are willing to go to own a piece of music history that carries both kindness and sadness. No matter what happens next, this letter has already started an important discussion about memory, respect, and the difference between honoring someone and using their story for profit.